A warm welcome to you here on TV News Hour, this hour on TV Sapiencia. The top stories today. The Lagos State Police Command on Tuesday, that's yesterday, clarified that the object resembling a firearm seen in a viral video with Pastor Paul Adefarasin is not a lethal weapon, but a stun gun classified as prohibited anti-riot equipment. As Nigeria joins the rest of the continent to commemorate the 2025 Day of the African Child, UNICEF and key stakeholders have called for more strategic public investment in child-centered services, urging governments at all levels to match commitments with action. And in sports, the Premier League has released a fixture list for the 2025-2020 season, and it kicks off with a bang. Manchester United will host Arsenal in a blockbuster opening game. My name is Chioma Vic Chukwemeka. Now the news in full. We begin in Lagos in security, where the State Police Command on Tuesday yesterday clarified that the object resembling a firearm seen in a viral video with Pastor Paul Adefarasin is not a lethal weapon, but a stun gun, and as prohibited like an anti-riot equipment. The clarification was made via a statement posted on the command's official X handle, formerly Twitter. The statement followed a growing public concern over footage showing the House on the Rock founder wielding a gun-like object while driving an unregistered vehicle. According to the police, Adefarasin voluntarily turned himself in and has been cooperative with the ongoing investigation. He was interrogated and gave a cautionary statement to investigators. The command confirmed that the object seen in the video was recovered and verified to be a stun gun, not a firearm. Adefarasin has since been granted administrative bail, and the authorities assured the public that the outcome of the investigation will be made public upon conclusion of the investigation. Away from that story, the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, today Wednesday commended President Bola Tinubu for signing into law the bills for the establishment of 3 important tertiary institutions in the southeast geopolitical zone. The new institutions are the Federal University Okigwe in Imo State, Federal College of Education, and Federal University of Medical and Health Sciences, both residents in Bende, Abia State. In a statement through his special advisor on media and publicity, SMA Ayibo, Akpabio praised stakeholders in both the House of Representatives and the Senate for their steadfastness and support for the renewed hope agenda of the Tinubu administration. The Senate President also applauded the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, who sponsored 2 of the bills. Deputy Whip Senator Onyekachi Nweboyi, Deputy Minority Leader Senator Osita Ungu, for effective representation and their commitment to the well-being of their people. He also hailed the main sponsor of one of the bills, Senator Patrick Ndubeze, for his exceptional leadership. The 3 institutions aim to provide quality education, research opportunities, and cater to the educational needs of the Southeast region and healthcare delivery to advance knowledge and improve health outcome in the region. Still in education, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has recommended tough penalties for 11 computer-based test centers and registrants involved in fingerprint irregularities during the registration for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination. The Registrar Chief Executive Professor Isha Kolede made this known after a brainstorming session with some critical stakeholders following a meeting with the affected CBT centers and registrants in Abuja on Tuesday. His address was read by the JAMB's Public Communication Advisor, Dr. Fabian Benjamin. He said the measures, which still require the approval of the Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Alausa, were intended to protect the integrity of the examination process. A serious glitch affected nearly 380,000 candidates in Lagos and 5 southeast states, as miscaptures or system errors during fingerprint capture led to the inaccurate or missing biometric data, prompting Professor Oloyede to publicly apologize in May after reviewing the affected centers. We move right now to Benue State in a move to end the violence that has cost many lives and destroyed homes. Across several communities, President Paul Tinubu will today, Wednesday, hold a meeting with the stakeholders in Benue State and listen to their concerns firsthand. Over 200 people were reportedly killed within a few hours, including children and women, at Yelwata Goma local government area on Friday night. The killers reportedly used sophisticated weapons and fuel to set houses ablaze. Outraged by the bloodshed, the State House of Assembly, in a resolution on Tuesday, asserted that Governor Hyacinth Alia, his deputy Sam Ode, and all the 32 lawmakers they actually let the people down, according to him. This is just as the opposition People's Democratic Party and the coalition of united political parties called on President Tinubu to declare a state of emergency in the state. The African Democratic Party and the New Nigerian People's Party accused the president of prioritizing politics over people's lives, urging him to urgently reform the nation's security system to protect citizens more effectively. Also, the United Nations firmly condemned the recent attacks and called for a comprehensive investigation into the incident. Responding through the State Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Matthew Abo, the governor stated that his administration fully supported the security agencies, insisting that he had not neglected his duty to protect the people. Now, attacks by unidentified gunmen in the state have resulted in the tragic loss of lives and mass displacement over the years, sparking widespread outrage and concerns. In response to the latest killings, the Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa and the Inspector General of Police Kayode Botokun visited Makurdi and Yelwata on Monday to lead a coordinated security operation aimed at tracking down the perpetrators. In a statement on Monday, Bayo Onanuga, special advisor to the president on information and strategy, disclosed that the president was scheduled to meet with key stakeholders in Benue State today. We are following up on the story and we will keep updating you. The National Emergency Management Agency on Monday confirmed that over 1,800 persons were displaced following a devastating windstorm that ravaged several communities in Garba Chede, Bali local government area of Taraba State. Now, according to a statement released by NEMA, the storm followed a heavy downpour accompanied by violent winds on June 2, 2025, and affected communities including Agowan Amare, Agowan Hamidu, and the rest of the communities. Head of NEMA's Yola Operations Office, Mr. Ladan Ayuba, said preliminary assessments revealed that more than 300 structures, including homes, a church, a school, a hospital, were either destroyed or badly damaged. Meanwhile, the Northeast Development Commission has pledged to rehabilitate all 300 affected households. This was announced by the commission when a delegation visited the community for an on-the-spot assessment. The Deputy Director of Relief and Mediation, Hajia Batulu Isa, who led the NEDC team, assured victims that relief materials will soon be delivered to them. Away from that, the Federal Road Safety Corps has issued a strong warning to motorists against offering bribes to its operatives, emphasizing that all traffic fines must be paid through designated banks. This is contained in a statement released yesterday, Tuesday, by the FRSC Public Education Officer, Olusegun Ogubemide. It added that any motorist found attempting to bribe FRSC personnel would face arrest and prosecution. Mohammed reiterated the agency's zero-tolerance stance on corruption, stating that bribery contradicted the values and standard procedures of the Corps. He stressed that all fines collected during patrol operations were paid directly into the federal government treasury single account, not to any single individual. As Nigeria joins the rest of the continent to commemorate the 2025 Day of the African Child, UNICEF and key stakeholders have called for more strategic public investment in child-centered services, urging governments at all levels to match commitments with action. Speaking on Monday, I had a media dialogue on public spending for children's rights held in Lagos. Chief of the UNICEF Field Office for Southwest Nigeria, Selen Lafo Syria, decried the continued deprivation faced by millions of Nigerians' children. Despite decades of advocacy, she lamented that too many Nigerian children still lacked access to clean water, health care, education and protection, basic services guaranteed under the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, which Nigeria ratified over 3 decades ago. Also speaking, UNICEF social policy specialist Mr. Muhammad Okori noted that Nigeria was making progress but not fast enough. We move right now to sports, where the Premier League has released the fixture list for the 2025/2026 season, and it kicks off with a big bang. Manchester United will host Arsenal in a blockbuster opening game. United, who finished a disappointing 15th last season, will be eager to bounce back. Arsenal, on the other hand, are hoping to finally win the title after finishing second 3 years in a row. Elsewhere, champions Liverpool will face Bournemouth at home. Manchester City will travel to Wolves, and Chelsea will welcome Crystal Palace to Stamford Bridge. The new season starts August 15, 2025. Well, with our story on the Premier League, we wrap it up on this news hour. A quick reminder of our top stories. We told you from Lagos State that the State Police Command on Tuesday clarified that the object resembling a firearm seen in a viral video with Pastor Paul Adefarasin is not a lethal weapon but a stun gun classified as prohibited anti-riot equipment. As Nigeria joins the rest of the continent to commemorate the 2025 Day of the African Child, UNICEF and key stakeholders have called for more strategic public investment in child-centered services, urging governments at all levels to match commitments with action. The Premier League has released the fixture list for the 2025/2026 season, and it kicks off with a bang. Manchester United will host Arsenal in a blockbuster opening game. Many thanks to you for joining us this hour on News Hour on TV Sapiens. My name is Chioma Victor. Thank you so much, and do stay with us and enjoy the rest of our transmission and have an amazing midweek and midday ahead of you. Bye-bye.